Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to say thank you to my examiner who give me a time to explanation about my research paper. My name is Hanna Safira Delyuzar. I'm from B2 class and my student number is 17220252. In this session, allow me to explanation about my research paper with the title Teaching Writing Procedure Text Using Picture Series Assisted with WhatsApp. One of the media of communication for human beings is language, and writing is a process to intend idea to communication in writing form. And writing also is a process of thinking how to express into good writing and arranging the sentence into paragraph clearly. In writing, several texts can be found in daily activities such as procedure text. Procedure text is a text that designs how something is achieved through a sequence or of step or action. And media that can be used for teaching the procedure text is picture series. The picture series can stimulate the student in writing procedure text. As we know that COVID-19 pandemic gave big impact to teaching and learning process, so the government has started during pandemic teaching learning process conduct with online learning strategy. In online learning, a media that can be used for teaching learning is WhatsApp. Based on my experience while pre-teaching English training in one of junior high school in Cimahi, I found that students had trouble on writing. They had difficulties on writing, they feel worried to make a mistake when they write something in English. So I as a researcher, makes the research with the title Teaching Writing Procedure Text Using Picture Series Assisted with WhatsApp. And in my research, I have several research objectives. The first one is to find out the scenario and implementation of teaching writing procedure text using picture series assisted with WhatsApp. And the second is to find out the student responses toward teaching writing procedure text using picture series assisted with WhatsApp. And the third is to identify student difficulties in writing procedure text using picture series assisted with WhatsApp. And the last objective is to identify teacher obstacle in teaching writing procedure text using picture series assisted with WhatsApp. In my research, there are several can give several benefits for the teacher, student, and other researchers. The benefit for the teacher is teacher can use this research for instructional material and can improve learning and teaching writing, especially in writing skill. And the benefit for the student can improve their knowledge and their writing skill, and student can feel fun and enjoy when learning, especially in writing skill. And for other researchers, improve their knowledge and experience, and can help the other researchers for finish the final paper. I have some literature review for that supporting with the title. The first is Aspect of Writing by Haris in Rahmani et al. 2018, such as content, organization, grammar, vocabulary, and technique. And the second is Procedure Text. Procedure text is a text that designs how something is achieved through a sequence of action or step. And procedure text also have a generic structure based on Anderson in Margana 2018, such as goals, materials, and method. Also, procedure text have a language feature based on Anderson in Margana 2018, such as use present tense, use imperative sentence, use conjunction, and use action verb. And next, picture series. Picture series is a visual media that consists a series of pictures that are interconnected and announce an event. Picture series also have an advantages based on Smarino in Marciana 2018. They are picture series will make the student interest for write something in English, and picture series can stimulate the student to develop and use their imagination. And next, online learning. Online learning based on Purbo in Pulpa 2021 is a form that information technology that is applied in the field of education in the form of virtual school. And in this condition, students must learning with online learning strategy. So the application that can support for the teaching and learning process with online learning strategy is WhatsApp, because WhatsApp is a free multi-platform media messaging that each other can send unlimited text, audio, video, and picture. And WhatsApp can be used for supporting for teaching learning process in online learning strategy. For explaining about the method, in this research I used descriptive qualitative method. Descriptive qualitative method is a process to collect the data for the researcher on phenomenon that happen during the learning process. And for the subject of the study are 30 students in one of junior high school in Cimahi. To get the data, I use 4 instruments including observation sheet, questionnaire, test, and teacher diary. To answer the research question number 1 was the scenario and implementation. I use observation sheet, and it filled by the observer for 3 meetings until the beginning and until the end of study, from the beginning until the end of the study. And to answer research question number 1 was student responses. I used questionnaire. That questionnaire adapted from She&Me, and the type of questionnaire was closed-ended question that consists of 15 questions. It was given to the student after in the third meeting after they have done doing the test. And to answer research question number 3 was the student difficulties. I used the test and I asked the student to make a procedure type with using picture series, and after they have doing the test, I give the score use writing assessment from Brown. And the last, to answer research question number 4 was teacher obstacle. I use teacher diary for write down several obstacles that happen during the learning process in the class until from the beginning until the end of study. The result of this research, the first, the scenario and implementation. The scenario made in 3 meetings refers to the syllabus and the lesson plan. All of the activities run well because the teacher focused on student writing ability. And the result number 2, the result of the questionnaire, the student had a positive response. They could enjoy the learning and more confident in expression their opinion during learning with using picture series as a media. The result number 3 was the student difficulties. The student have difficulties in grammar, vocabulary, mechanics, also in error of punctuation. And the last result was the teacher obstacle. In 3 meeting, the teacher did not find any significant obstacle that faced by the teacher. No exception, lack of limited time. And the conclusion and suggestion of this research: the implementation of a picture series is in accordance with the scenario. The learning process is well. In other words, writing procedure type using picture series was said to be successful because the most of students agree with the implementation picture series in writing procedure type assisted with WhatsApp. And the suggestion is the teacher should motivate the student because English as a national language, it can improve their writing ability, and the researcher can use this research in implementing of picture series in teaching writing procedure. That's all presentation from me. I hope you can give me a correction and suggestion, and I'm ready to get the question and answer that question. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.